Hello all, welcome to another quick learning. Today we're going to be going over VLOOKUP in Google Sheets. You use VLOOKUP when you want to pull information from another sheet or table into your data. So in this case I've got the customer ID, but I want to also have the customer name, and I have that information separately. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do equals VLOOKUP, and then it's going to tell you need the search key, which is in your table the common field that you want to use. In this case, the range is the lookup table, which is here. And then you're going to want to press F4 to lock those cells in. So when you drag it down, that lookup table stays the same. And the index, so we've got column ID in the first column, and then we have customer name in the second column. We want to return the customer name, so we're going to put in 2 for that second column, and then we're going to put in false. And there we go. So we've returned customer name from the customer ID. So a couple things to note. You can see that we have a duplication in the customer ID in our lookup table, and what the VLOOKUP is always going to do is it's always going to return the first one. So you want to make sure in your lookup table that you have unique identifier for each thing that you're looking up. Also, you can see that for one of the customer IDs, we weren't able to find a match. So you might have to expand your original lookup table, or in some cases you might not care that you don't find a match, you just want it to be blank. In those cases, you can actually put an if error statement with the VLOOKUP. So you wrap that with that, and then you can put in an empty string if you just want to return that, and then that will give you an empty string if there's an error. If you want to return 0 or something like that, you would just replace this empty string with 0 in your if error statement. So now let's say we want to put in salesperson information, but the salesperson information depends not only on the customer ID, but also on the region. And we have this table here that goes, for this customer ID, this region, this salesperson is the person. So first thing we're going to have to do is change this a little bit. So we're going to have to insert a column and create a unique identifier using the customer ID and the region. So we're going to put equals, the first column customer ID, then we're going to put this ampersand symbol, and then we're going to select the second column there. What you can see is just taking the customer ID and putting it together with the region. So if we go ahead and fill that down by double clicking the little square there, you can see it's created that unique ID for all the rows. So then we can use that as our key to do the lookup. So we're going to do equals VLOOKUP as before. Now here the search key is going to be customer ID, that ampersand symbol, and the region cell. So that's going to give you the unique identifier that's similar to this. And then we're going to go comma. The range we're looking up, we want to start with our unique identifier that we just created and grab that table. F4 again to lock the cells. So when we drag down, it still works. So the first column is the unique identifier that we created. The second column is the salesperson, which is the one we want. So we're going to enter 2, and then we're going to enter false for the last value. And you can see we got Steve. And then if we go ahead and fill that down, we can see we've looked up the salesperson based on the customer ID in the region. So you can do that with 2-column lookup. I hope you guys learned quite a bit. Thank you very much.